Okay. So I specifically use this portal, codepen.io, to teach JavaScript, CSS, and HTML. I'm not sure if you are aware of this.
No, I don't know.
Okay. So this is a cloud-based portal, codepen.io. I mean, even if you want to test your code, I mean, some small snippet of a code, I usually come here and test it out, whatever is printing and what. Then I go to VS Code. Okay. So here you can do write HTML, CSS, and JavaScript all together. Okay. You have the output screen here, this white screen. Okay. Whatever things you want to display, and then you have the console. Okay. So console, you might not be knowing what is a console and all. So let's introduce. So if we talk about some specific website, okay. So what do you understand? I mean, as per your knowledge, what is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript? Any idea what you understand? I mean, from your past experience or knowledge.
It's a UI development, right? So if you want to build any website or something, so you use all these tools.
Yeah. So HTML, CSS, JavaScript, they are the backbone of our web development. Okay. Primarily started with PHP, but then after the evolution of JavaScript and languages like Angular, React, and all, JavaScript became quite popular in the web development world. So ultimately, LWC also Salesforce also grabbed this opportunity in 2019 or 18. Okay, to bring their platform on JavaScript. I mean, it is quite flexible, and the JavaScript libraries can be included in any and merged in any other language. So that's why. Okay. So talking about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, let's first see what HTML exactly means. So HTML is a markup language. Its full form is, I think, hypertext markup language. Okay, basically used to just display the content on your web browser, okay, or your application, cloud-based application. Whatever things you can see that see one section is this one in this website. Okay, this is advertisement, kept for advertisement. Then here on the top left side, they have written the title, welcome to BBC. Then on right hand side, they have decided to print the current date. Then some partition like this is happening. One complete block you will be giving, they will be giving the breaking news, and then small 4 blocks for latest news. So this all part is taken care in HTML. Okay, the designing part. Designing in the sense what things you want to display. It should be a button, it should be a text box, okay, it should be a pick list. Okay, so that part is taken care by HTML. Okay, and if we talk about its designing, which is primarily taken by CSS, I mean, where do we want to highlight the font? Okay, though some things can be achieved in HTML also, but CSS primarily takes care of the designing part. If you want to color something, okay, if you want to increase the size, okay, like here the headline is in bigger font than the usual news. Okay, then we might have some buttons here. Okay, let's see if there is any button. So this button, okay, what format this button needs to have. So button is created inside HTML, but the designing part, what text size you want to give to that button, what color you want to give to that button, okay, that part is taken care by CSS. Okay, and we can link both of them. Third thing is coming into the picture, and it's the most primary thing, that is JavaScript. That takes care of the logic building. Okay, what if we click on this image? Okay, where should we redirect? Okay, that part is taken care in JavaScript. Okay, so this was basic idea about HTML, JavaScript, and CSS, but we will be going into depth one by one. Okay, so HTML, like I mentioned, what button, text boxes, pick list, all those things will be taken care by HTML. So usually when you also might have started with HTML, we usually write a basic HTML in a notepad file. Okay, so in notepad file there is a format. If I had any notepad file, so the basic formula tag, like I mentioned, you will need tags here. Okay, and whatever tag you will be starting. So this is also a markup language, and XML format you might have seen in your Velocity somewhere. I remember something was mentioned in HTML, XML format in Velocity. Not sure though. So like XML had this tag thing, HTML is also having this tag thing. Okay. So whenever you start coding from scratch in HTML, you have to start with a basic first tag, HTML tag. Okay. And whatever tag you will be starting, the rule is to end that tag also using a forward slash. So this is our primary thing. And whatever UI we want, we have to design it inside. Okay. So this HTML tag or the second tag is the body tag. Ultimately, we have to give a body tag also to display the body. Before that, we can give the title of that HTML file. So all those things come. But in this CodePen.io, those internal things are already there. HTML tag, body tag. We don't need that knowledge. We will be focusing more on our main content. That is the buttons, the input tags, and all. Okay. So simple things. If we want to create an input tag, let's see first of all the basic tag, which is the H1 tag. H1 means H stands for heading, okay, and H1, H2, H3. These tags are there in HTML. H1 stands for the largest font. H2, H3 gradually will decrease the size. Okay, this is heading tag. So if I'm starting a tag here, I have to end it also. Otherwise, here it doesn't give error, but in real time it will give error. So this is my heading tag. If you want to write something, you can write it here. And similarly, if we talk about other heading tags, the size will gradually decrease. This we have to put according to as per our requirement. Okay. So if you will see, the size is gradually decreasing. Similarly for H3 and H4. Okay. So this is our basic HTML H tag, heading tag, the first tag. Okay. Second primary tag, which we will be using, is paragraph. Okay. So see, if we start and learn HTML, it is never ending. It will take a couple of months to learn complete HTML, but in LWC that complete HTML part is not required. Only the basics of HTML is required. So we will be covering them only. Okay. So second tag is paragraph tag, P tag. I mean, it is used to write any content. 90% of the times we will be using. So if you see here, this might be written in the heading tag to describe some heading. Then this might be H1 and this might be H3. Okay, we don't know as of now. And the regular stuff which we write on our website or portals, that comes under the paragraph tag. Okay. So I hope you are able to see this website, right? Second website.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I have shared entire screen or only going to. Let me know if you don't see something. Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
And
so,
you are pressing anything to see the output in the console?
no. I'm not pressing anything. This is an automated tool.
Okay.
So I'm not pressing
whatever
anything.
you enter over there, just it will display
Yes.
output. You don't need to do
Yes.
anything. Okay.
Yeah, no need to press anything. But definitely when we will be moving to LWC, we will need a manual touch to display anything. So this is just for learning. This tool is only for learning.
Okay.
So this is my paragraph. Again, I have to end it also. So this is a regular paragraph tag, a regular text which is available on the website. So in this CodePen.io, this will be my web browser screen. This will act as a web browser screen. And whatever I want to display on my entire web portal. Okay. And this will be my console. Okay. Now what is console? Any idea?
I don't know exactly, but I use many times console and service console.
So see, when no, service console is different thing. If in terms of web browser, if we right click here and we click on inspect, here some things, many things actually come here. Okay. So console is basically used for logging the things here. Okay. We can log whatever we are coding. We can test it out. So you can compare it with system.debug in Apex. Okay. So what is the purpose of system debug? You can debug your logs. Okay, debug what your code is doing. Similar thing is taken care by this console. We can log anything here. If you want to test it out that a functionality is working fine, then this console is used. So this console will be solving the same purpose, which is it is solving here. Okay. So this web browser part will be under this white screen, and this console is this the one which we got by right clicking this browser. Okay. Okay, so this is the console we will be bringing in picture when we will start with JavaScript. Okay, so in HTML, these are our basic tags which we use for writing the data. Okay, H1, H2, P1. So what I will do, I'll make a snippet of this and I can share this at the end of a class, whatever code we are learning.
Okay.
So these were our basic tags. Then the usual tag, I mean, usual thing which you observe over any common, most of the website is the button thing. Okay. So button, how do we create a button? Simple button tag. Okay. And there is actually a difference between the buttons used in normal and regular HTML and the one which we will be using in LWC. We will see that shortly, maybe in next couple of lectures. So button tag, okay. Button tag, if you want to give it a label, what you want to display on this button, you have to give it outside that button. Okay. Okay. Sorry. So this is the label which you are giving on that button. Okay. So this is our regular button tag. Then the most common tag is our lightning. Oh, sorry, not lightning. It is input tag. Okay. If you go any website and you fill out forms. Okay, so this is the main, most important thing which we guys see in Salesforce also, filling the records data. Okay, so forms look like something like this. Okay, so here what all things you can see, this might be coming with H1 tag. Okay, then we might have some paragraph, we don't have it here, but ultimately at the end you must be having clear or submit button. So there we have to use button tags. Okay, and then the most commonly used tag is our input tag, which we will be seeing in LWC also. So you might need something to input the data. So, so input tag we will be using. Okay. So, so you can see that I have got an input here, okay, and a button here. So if I don't want to put both the two things in one line, what I will do, I can use a new tag called break tag. Okay, BR. What it will do, it will move this the control in the next line. Okay, using break. If you will put more than one break, then it will give you two spacing. Okay. So similarly, you can place it here also, or you can place in the same line after this input tag, one and the same thing. Okay. And let's say if you want to give a label to this input tag, we have something called label. Or even if you can want to give, you can give with this paragraph tag, like in enter name. So you can give it like this. Okay, so this is our basic form. You can see it is your basic form created here. Okay, label tag is also there. Let's see if it works. Few things didn't work, don't work, doesn't work here in codepen.io. See if label works. Okay. Okay. So this is the basic thing we are creating here. Let's copy this. It's a basic kind of form which we have created. Enter name, enter email, and let's say we will give this button name submit. And since we don't have spacing between both of them, the word tag we can use is break tag. So this is our simple kind of form created, okay, where we can give heading H1 application. So this is the basic UI designing part of HTML, which we will be seeing in LWC also.